So we've spoken quite a bit this week about the return of grades 7 and 12 to school. That's at basic education level. But something else that's going on as far as education in the country is concerned is an increased return, but in a phased manner, of tertiary students under level 3 of the national lockdown. Universities are prioritizing final year students, those studying medicine, as well as those who need access to laboratories. But of course, all of this has to happen with social distancing and other safety precautions that are to be observed. Let's find out what the plans are at the Northwest University. Speak to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dan Khwadi. Professor Khwadi, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. So your campus has more than 51,000 students. Those are active enrollments. Have all of them been able to keep up in this 3 months that we were under lockdown and you were relying solely on online and virtual learning?
Yeah, and remember, Tembekile, it's that number in 3 different campuses. One at Mafikeng and the others at Potchefstroom and Vanderbijl Park. So it was quite a challenge, and I would say we've done relatively well. I cannot say it was excellent because there were challenges, as we all anticipated, here and there with connectivity and the devices. But what we've done is we bought devices for students. We spent about 25 million on devices that we then gave to those students that required them, and of course data.
And your university, Prof, is of course one of the more affordable in the country, not perhaps as well-resourced as, say, a Wits or a Rhodes University. How has that, to a degree, limited your ability to meet this urgent need as a result of COVID-19?
Yeah, I would say resources are a challenge everywhere, but we are not really a poor institution. We are all as challenged as others are. And I can also say that we really managed. That's why I say 25 million that we managed to get quickly, to get about 85% of our students online straight away was quite an achievement. And even for those that we could not get to because of connectivity challenges, we've got other plans to meet them as soon as they are back on campuses through a winter school and a summer school. And remember, we have got on distance learning programs at Northwest University, and we've got 85 centers around the country that we've been using. So those 85 centers came also very handy in terms of meeting those students that we needed to disperse hard copy materials to them. So it's really been more than we expected ourselves, and I think our students also, navigated this challenge very well. It was a challenge for both students and for staff as well. But I'm quite happy to say we were doing quite well.
And Prof, as you rightfully say, you do have distance learning courses like many other universities, but now when you've got over 50,000 students spread across 3 campuses having to do this, many of them for the first time, I'm keen to get your thoughts on how it possibly might or might not affect on the quality of the outcomes, because it's one thing for them to sit behind a laptop and log on, but is quality in any way impeded or reduced?
Not really. There's no way we could go on and continue with an academic program when quality is in question here. The only thing is, I would say, it was just a different modus of learning. We had now different modes of teaching and different modes of learning. And that required a different learner, and also that required a different lecturer to adapt to. But the assessment is still really the same. We've got a continuous mode of assessment. Of course, no more like we would do in the classroom where there were class tests and exams, but it is a continuous.
Prof, I'm not sure if we still have you there. All right, yes, Professor, we lost you for a bit, Professor Khwadi, but we have you back. Let me ask you about something else that was raised yesterday at the briefing by the Minister, and he was talking about mental health and how we need to pay special attention to that in the months ahead. How resourced are you on that front?
No, definitely we've got units in our campuses that would take care of the emotional aspects of students. We understand that this whole COVID also came with its own, mental, psychological issues, and we are well resourced to attend to that. In fact, we've even been doing that online as well. For those students that had challenges, they've been indicating that to those different units that have been attending to them.
And UCT last week was saying that what they're doing to help lessen the load on students who may be battling to juggle everything from home is that they're offering full rebates for students who drop certain courses. Would you, as the Northwest University, explore anything like that? Do you think it's a proper intervention?
Our engagement with the student leadership does not indicate that as a need at the moment.
All right. Professor Dan Khwadi with Northwest University, thank you so much for speaking to us.